Have you ever wondered if sheep can recognize faces? In today's video, we're going to find out the surprising truth behind this question. So make sure to watch until the end. Also, before we start, please leave a like and subscribe for more amazing videos about animals. Thanks! Now, let's get started. Sheep are often considered to be simple or even stupid animals. However, they are actually much more intelligent than people give them credit for. One of their many impressive abilities is their ability to recognize faces. But how good is their face recognition ability? Can they recognize themselves in the mirror? Let's find out. In a study conducted by researchers at the University of Cambridge, UK, a group of sheep was shown images of themselves and other sheep, and then their reactions were observed. The researchers used a special mirror that allowed the sheep to see not only their own reflection, but also the reflection of another sheep. The sheep were then presented with two images, one of which was their own, and the other a different sheep. The researchers found that the sheep were able to distinguish between the two images and were more likely to approach the image that looked like themselves. This suggests that sheep are capable of recognizing themselves. However, this is not the whole story. Some skeptics argue that the sheep may have been attracted to the image because it was their own reflection, and they wanted to take a closer look at it, rather than because they recognized themselves. To address this issue, the researchers conducted another experiment in which the sheep were shown images of themselves from different angles and with different lighting. If the sheep were simply looking at their own reflection, then they should have been attracted to all images of themselves, regardless of the angle or lighting. However, the sheep were only attracted to images that they recognized as themselves, indicating that they were not simply looking at their own reflection. So the answer to the question is yes, sheep can recognize their own faces. But what about other sheep? Do they recognize each other? The answer is also yes, but with some limitations. A study published in the journal Animal Behavior found that sheep can recognize each other if they have met before. However, they do not recognize each other if they have only smelled each other's urine. This suggests that sheep need to have some kind of visual or olfactory familiarity with each other in order to recognize each other. So sheep do have a certain level of face recognition ability, but it is not as advanced as that of humans. Humans can recognize faces even if they are partially hidden, or if they have only seen them for a very short time. However, sheep do not have this ability. They need to have a clear view of the face in order to recognize it. Overall, sheep are much smarter than people give them credit for. They can recognize their own faces and the faces of other sheep if they have met before. However, their face recognition ability is not as advanced as that of humans. Now, it's your turn. What do you think about sheep? Did you know they can recognize faces? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, check out our other videos that we think you'll love. Thanks for watching.